Welcome back to the Sports News Analysis YouTube channel. My name is Mike. I'm continuing my Week 16 NFL previews and analysis. This video is for the game between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. This game will be played up in Seattle, who comes in with a record of 12-2, needing a win in this game to secure not only the NFC West, but home field advantage throughout the NFC playoffs. And the other side, you have the Arizona Cardinals, 9-5. Okay, right now on the outside looking in for a playoff spot, but they sit one game behind Carolina and San Francisco in that race for the two wild cards. So certainly a lot at stake for both of these teams. I don't think we're surprised to see where Seattle is at this point in the season, but I don't think you can help but be surprised at Arizona. Arizona is a team that, although they've only won one division game, have navigated their schedule quite nicely to go to 9-5 at this point. A lot of their success in the past month to 2 months has been the improved play of Carson Palmer. He hasn't been great, but he hasn't been the turnover machine he was in the first half of the season. And, the Arizona defense has been pretty consistent this season, most notably against the run. And, they've taken advantage of, some inferior opponents. They've played well in spots where, they could have slipped up, and they sit here at the 9-win mark. But you look back at that game in Week 7 against Seattle, a game at Arizona that Arizona lost 34-22. And what were the problems for Arizona? Number one, first and foremost, protecting Carson Palmer. And secondly, they were not able to run the ball whatsoever. Arizona only 18 carries for 30 yards in that first meeting. Look, if they can't run the ball or protect Carson Palmer now at Seattle, this game could get ugly early. I think Arizona's improved a lot in the pass protection realm of things. We'll see how that plays out. And on the flip side, Russell Wilson threw for 235, 3 touchdowns, no picks against this Arizona defense. That is a very good unit. I thought that was one of Russell Wilson's more impressive games of the season. Marshawn Lynch averaged over 4 yards a carry as well. So, all in all, I'm not sure which matchups favor Arizona. I mean, you look at the wide receivers of Arizona versus the defensive backs of Seattle. I don't think the Arizona receivers are any better than the New Orleans receivers, and we saw what happened when the Saints went up there as well. Obviously, Arizona, this is an absolute must-win for them. I think they're a lot better, certainly, than they were when these two teams met in Week 7. Most notably, they're better, I think, at the quarterback position right now, and a little bit better on the offensive line. I just don't see Arizona being able to run the ball really at all on this Seattle defense. Look, you saw the domination that Seattle put on the Giants last week, the consistent play. They do everything good. Their field goal kicker is prolific. Their punter has only allowed like 15 return yards the entire season. Okay, Golden Tate is a very good punt returner. They do all the little things so good to go along with the overall talent on that roster. And I think that'll eventually win out in this game. But I expect Arizona to hang in this game longer than people think. And look, this is a 12-point game at Arizona when Arizona played awful and was playing probably its worst football of the season. All right, Arizona's only lost one game, all right, since that Week 7 game that dropped them to 3-4. So they've been playing very well. In this one, I like Seattle to win the game, to win the NFC West, to get home field advantage. But I do think it'll be a little bit of a test. So I like Arizona plus 10. But I like Seattle to win the game outright and, again, clinch that home field advantage in the NFC. A moment I know those Seahawks fans have been waiting for, to have everyone going through the CenturyLink, in order to get to the Super Bowl in New Jersey this year. Guys, let me know what you think of this game. Hit me up in the YouTube comments. Hit me up on Twitter at SNewsAnalysis. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. I preview every game every week, always talking the news of the day in the NFL. So be sure to subscribe. Thanks for listening. Have a great night.